It's hard to watch something you love destroy itself. To see it fall apart. Disaster always feels so distant, detached. Someone else's struggle in some faraway place. It's not until it's in our city, at our doors, that we realize how fragile we are.
What is poppin', squad? It's your boy Jesimein, and today, bro, I played survival PvE. Man, I haven't played it in so long, man. I suck at it. I almost forgot what the feeling was when you actually played this game mode, and I honestly feel that's why I made this video today. So when I actually played this, man, I literally felt a different feel from the game. I felt like as if I was playing a brand new game, because of the fact is that this was literally how I envisioned the Division to feel like. Way more focused on survival, way more focused on scavenging, and building yourself up so that you could survive. Even just this intro, you can just look at the intro of the survival match and you can just feel the difference in comparison to the arcade feel we have with the regular PvE and the regular PvP in the Dark Zone. Survival is the only thing I would say, obviously, that gives the Division somewhat of a battle royale feel, especially the PvP mode. You do scavenge, you do the normal basic things that you would do in a battle royale. The difference is that it was more focused on your own personal escape, and being that you had to craft stuff for the cold and whatnot. Had you just stripped away the PvE elements such as the NPCs and the weather and all that stuff, and just basically made it bare bones, where you can find tools and stuff to craft skills and stuff, you would have had a fully fleshed out, in my opinion, battle royale. All you do is add weapons and add more players, and that was my dream version of the Division. Like, honestly, this may sound crazy and a lot of you may disagree with me, but I would honestly trade the Dark Zone for a perfected survival mode. Now hear me out. I still like the idea of builds, I still like the idea of being your own. But I would rather, had I had a choice, had they gave me the option to choose between the two, have a fleshed out survival mode or have the Dark Zone, honestly, I would take survival. And the reason I would take survival is because it feels more complete. It feels more Division. You know what I'm saying? When we watch all the trailers and we look, even the graphics for some reason feels different because of the weather. Everything just looks more serious. You don't have to worry about no crazy skills and stuff. It's literally bare bones. And I think that feeling, when everybody first played survival, that's the feeling people were expecting when they first launched Division, even though a lot of people disagree that that's what it is. So you can see right here, I was pretty much dead. In my head I was like, my god, I didn't realize how important health was. I forget, because I'm so used to having crazy heals, I'm so used to having these crazy power-ups from our gear sets. When you're stripped down to just an agent and a weapon and the hopes of finding materials and finding med kits to stay alive, it makes you feel like it's a really post-apocalyptic outbreak open world game. You could have added zombies in this and it would probably have been even creepier. It would have been right because of how the game feels. Now, a lot of people like the idea of the Dark Zone, and I'm one of them. Obviously, that's my favorite part of the game for a reason, even though survival is in it. I do love the idea of the Dark Zone. I like where you can take people's loot. I like the idea where you go in there with your own personality, your own gear set, your own feel. But there's nothing that compares to the feeling that you have in seriousness when you play survival. And if you were to add more players to this, where it's actually a battle royale, I think that itself, you can sell this as a standalone game and it would be amazing. So why am I saying all this? Because I feel if they are going to have a mode like this, introduce that to Division 2. Introduce that as a free DLC to have, you know what I'm saying? Or even they can go the Fortnite route, you feel me? They can go the Fortnite route and just release a free standalone version of the Division 2 with this battle royale mode, and dude, I'm not gonna say it'll trump over PUBG and Fortnite, but it will definitely run them for their money because the Division's gunplay is amazing. The Division story is super cool. The idea of what's going on, that all transcribes well, especially into a battle royale. You see, I ran into a random guy here. I was like, man, look how peaceful this is, man. No clapping, everybody mind their own business. Only difference would be is if it was battle royale, and I would take him out, and that would be how I would see a battle royale for this game. But I can just see the potential where it wouldn't necessarily ruin anybody's experience because it will be additional game mode, but it will satisfy all the people who are PvP hungry, and you wouldn't really need to focus on PvP with the main game itself, because a lot of people have noticed, and I've noticed myself, it kind of seemed like the Division was more based towards PvE with the PvP option, obviously because the Dark Zone's the only place you can do PvP other than skirmish and last stand, but PvE is always in it somehow, some way. The only mode we have that's straight PvP is skirmish, and that was towards the end, pretty much after everybody's had their fix of the Division. So from what I got from that is the Division developers wanted the idea, okay, we are a PvE based game with PvP benefits for those who need it. So if you ask me, in order not to ruin the experience for other players who are basically like farmers and they make their builds to go farm in the Dark Zone, for them not to get stomped on by a strict PvP build, if you really wanted to do it like that, all you have to do is I'm telling you, if you brought a Battle Royale-esque type mode that was actually based on players destroying other players to the last person alive, using the beautiful world that you already have, plus the idea that you get to pick up put all weapons in there, you know what I'm saying, strip them of their talents and just put them as the gun itself, and you will open up so many windows of stuff you have already in the game and functionalities that you already have in the game, and you will satisfy all the PvP players. They wouldn't feel the need to go and grief other players because they have their own world to inhabit, you know what I'm saying? And it will be free, so you can obviously bring on more and more Battle Royale fans, and it could be its own sub community within it. And with cosmetics, you can help that to fund the main game and fix whatever issues that you come across. I think that will be a phenomenal idea for the Division developers to take hold of, especially with Division 2, because I remember when I first bought this game, I bought it because it was somewhat like a Battle Royale. I mean, how they sold us the idea was that you could take people's loot and steal it, obviously with the trailers and stuff, and people have noticed like that's what they wanted. You can somehow make something creative like that where it doesn't necessarily have to be bare bones where you land with nothing like the rest of them, but you know, you can start with your little build and you spawn in, and it's the same concept, you know what I'm saying? You can maybe get upgrades to weapons or anything like that, man. They can get really creative with it. They don't have to do the same cookie cutter model that a lot of battle royales do. They can do the Division style, which is the big thing, which is builds. I mean, everybody likes feeling their own character out and kind of feeling that they have their own identity with the game. I felt it, man. I'm not gonna lie. When I played this, I felt peace. I felt satisfied. It doesn't survival doesn't necessarily feel like complete, obviously, because there's things I don't like about it. Sometimes it could be a little dry, but it does give you that it literally stands true to its title and gives you that surviving type feel where you feel like I have to worry about eating, I have to worry about drinking, I have to worry about staying warm, I also have to worry about players to let me not get in the wrong position with NPCs to get shot. All these different things that come together to make it feel like what I thought the Division was only going to be like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, I have no complaints. I love the way the game is as far as the Dark Zone and stuff, but I can see where people would rather just have a survival standalone mode that's fully fleshed out, with some type of ranking and some type of just anything that can do with when it comes to making a standalone game, cosmetics and all that stuff, and you will have a successful game. I just hope that they take this, you know what I'm saying, listen to it a little bit, and let me know, you guys. Let me know if you guys would be interested in something like this for the Division 2. Off the bat, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to wait. We want it now, you know what I'm saying? We dealt with Division 1. That was our trial run. They learned everything and whatnot for Division 2. Give us something to eat up off the bat, you know what I'm saying? and I think that would be a fantastic idea. Survival 2.0, basically, remastered, however you want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much it, you guys. I kind of just wanted to spread my little thought process I had with survival. I pretty much get bodied by the cold, which is good because it does give me the feeling that I should have prepared better. You see I run into NPCs right here, but look at this, man. This is what the division should feel like. It should feel stressful. It should feel on the move. It should feel like, man, if I don't get this done, I'm gonna die. That type of feeling is what sold me for the division first, and I'm pretty sure it's sold the rest of you guys. So if you guys have any other suggestions, what do you guys think they should do with survival? You think they should just revamp survival for division 1, make it standalone, or take the model into division 2 and make something completely brand new with a better feeling and answering more towards the battle royale hype? Or do you guys think they should just stay away from the battle royale hype as a whole? Or are you not a fan of that type of game mode? Let me know below, man. I'm curious because I would just play this mode, bro. Honestly, if I'm keeping real with you guys, if I was given the option to play the 2, I would just be on survival all day. So it's been real. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys. Subscribe, like, and comment. Your boy is cold.